Hello NaNo it's day 8 and that means day 1 of week 2. I remember from last year when I did National Novel Writing Month that week 2 was quite a bit different from week 1. In the first week I was very excited and I think I don't think I was ahead during week 1, but I was definitely making my word goal every day and was really excited with my story. And then week 2 rolled around and things became a lot harder. So it's possible that you are now hitting that same point where you've made your word goal every day and now week 2 has come around and you're like, yes, I made it through week 1. And then you might miss a day or even just miss the word count and start to feel like the pressure is not worth the reward and that it's just, it's like, well, I've spent a week on this already and now I'm kind of sick of it. But I would encourage you to definitely keep going. Week 3 is a lot easier than week 2 and it should be decent to get through this. Just set your daily word counts, remove your distractions, and you should be able to rip out some decent material. Anyway, today is day 8, and the word goal for today is 13,330 something, 33 or 36, depending on how you add it. It's sort of like 33 and a third of a word, but that doesn't really work. And my current word count is 14,395. So I, for the first time, not only have caught up since I began, but I'm actually ahead. And if you wanted to count the words that I wrote for my original story that I threw away, I've passed the 15,000, which is words, which is for tomorrow. But I'm not counting those words because I'm only counting the one story. It doesn't really matter to me how much I wrote during National Novel Writing Month. What matters is how much do I have when it gets to the end, and that's how much I'm going to have. So definitely, like I've said for the past few days, those distractions, cutting that out can allow you to hit those 4,000 word days easily. You could probably do quite a bit more than that if you're determined and you have the focus. Of course, you have to eat to make sure that you have your energy. And I guess that's that. You have to kind of know what you're doing. If you spend a lot of time thinking, what the heck happens now, then you will obviously spend a lot more time bogged down and it's a lot easier to get distracted. I've found so far in my story that if I have written myself to a point where I'm at a scene and it feels like it's going nowhere, then I should just end it. And even if it's just sort of an abrupt ending, that's good enough because it gets me to the next part and I can keep going again and producing more material, which is sort of the goal of this whole thing. And when I get to the end, I can go back and smooth out some of those rough transitions, or maybe then I come up with some material later that I want to then tie back into the earlier scene, and I can go and add that in the appropriate place. So my advice for today is think about your scenes, and if you get stuck somewhere and you feel like things are dragging, just end the scene. Even if you just make a scene break and jump to a new position, that's better than sitting for 30 minutes staring at the same stupid sentences. Sometimes it's helpful to delete a couple sentences just to back yourself a little bit out of that corner and then write a new ending for that scene. So that's my advice for day 8, and we will continue tomorrow with day 9. Cheers.